Hello everyone, welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Today I am recreating this makeup look that you see right here. I want to do something a little bit more glam, like just use all of the products, all of the steps, and a lot of new things that I wanted to share with you. The new Rituel de Fille launches, the ELATE cream shadows, which I don't really think I've used on camera, and the new Rituel de Fille lipstick. Oh, and the Hynt Beauty Sweet Candy Apple palette. Once again, I have been loving that. So I wanted to use some new things and some old favorites like my Fit Glow concealer and the Antonym Baked Blush in Rose. Haven't used that in forever. But anyways, I wanted to do something festive. It's sort of like a halo eye. We got some black eyeliner in there, which I think always makes something look a little bit more dramatic. I've got the skin really nice and matte, medium coverage, but went in and added that highlight exactly where I wanted it. So I hope that you all really enjoyed this look. I so enjoyed making it for you. But as always, I'm gonna quit talking and we are just going to jump right into the tutorial portion of this video. So if you want to see me recreate this look, see some of my favorites both old and new in action, then please keep watching. All right, if we are doing glam, we are doing glam. So I'm starting these off with a primer. This is from ELATE. This is their Prep Smoothing Primer, and I'm just going ahead and rubbing this all over the skin to give, of course, a smoothing effect as well as increase the longevity of my makeup. Then I'm applying right on top of that the RMS Re-Evolve Foundation. I'm using the shade 22. If you are looking for a solid medium to full coverage option, look no further. This is the one. I'm going ahead and just bouncing this onto the skin with the RMS Beauty Sponge. I like this sponge because it doesn't soak up as much moisture as a lot of the other sponges that we have on offer. So in turn, it really maintains the integrity of that beautiful full coverage. So I take my time doing that. And then I go right into concealer. This is the Fit Glow Conceal Plus, another fantastic full coverage option. I won't really use anything else other than this. It's just the very best. So I'm putting this underneath my eyes, around the nose, on my chin, and then also doing a little bit of spot concealing where necessary as well. And this shade is really just good for all of that. I don't really focus on brightening anymore. I just want to neutralize any of the discoloration. So using both my fingers and sponge to blend those in. To set everything in place, I'm of course using the 14E. This is the Nourish and Set powder. I love this stuff. I like taking a little bit of it on my wet sponge and bouncing this all over the skin. I find that this gives like a really soft, diffused look that doesn't make me look overly mattified, but definitely sets this product in place. So though I'm using this method, I am not using a ton of product either. Then for bronzer, I love the Han bronzer still, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this bad boy. It is the very best in all the usual places, right underneath the cheekbone. I'm going to go ahead and do that on my hairline as well, and then I do bring a bunch of this on my neck. Then for blush, I'm actually going with the Antonym Baked Blush in Rose. I actually have not used this in forever, and it is such a beautiful shade. Way more pigmented than you would believe, but also has that great soft effect where though it's a powder, it does not look super matte on the skin. So I love taking it across the bridge of my nose, and then of course on the apples of my cheeks and just straight back. It's a really beautiful rose shade. So since I went a little heavy-handed on that cheek, I did want to make sure that I went in with my sponge and just softened any of those harsh edges. And then I'm going in with my highlights. I like being really just intentional about where I apply this product. I don't know why it took me so long to think of that word. So I'm applying it on the cheekbones, on the Cupid's bow, as well as the bridge of my nose. For eyebrows, I'm back in love with the Hynt Beauty Brow Definer. I need to get my eyebrows done. So whenever I'm like really pressed to get my brows done, I find that I gravitate towards this because it really allows me to build a natural but very structured shape. So I just do a line basically on the top and bottom and then fill in the tail of my brow pretty heavily because that's where I suffer with the most loss. Now going right into the eyes, I'm using this fabulous ELATE cream shadow. It's a very natural contoury shade. To be honest with you, I could have used even less than I've shown here. I have very little eyelid space, so I don't need a ton, but you can see I'm just working this in. I'm keeping it in that sort of feline shape that I like, and it seems a little bit harsh now, but we will be going back and forth and blending this baby out. Like right here, I just went in with the Hynt Beauty Sweet Candy Apple palette, that nice bone shade, and I'm helping soften that edge on both sides. Then I'm going in with the Han bronzer, and I am just sort of intensifying where I've already placed that. It's sort of like a halo eye. I'm not doing a really bright color in the center, but I did just want the lid to be the focus. So just going ahead and applying my bronzer right where I've already applied that Elate cream shadow. Very similar, very natural contour sort of tone. And then Han does have several different bronzer shades if you are looking for a deeper shade to achieve this. For the lid, I'm going in with the new shade. This is the Rituel de Fille Ashen Umber Eye Soot. This is in the shade Cultist. It is this really beautiful gray tone, super smoky. It's got a really nice amount of shine. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's like a good mid-tone, so it's not too bright, it's not very dark, but just these silvery tones always scream New Year's Eve to me, so that's really why I wanted to feature this here. Then I'm again going in with that Han bronzer and my blending brush. This is the Bdellium Tools 785, my very favorite. Softening those edges. I just want a nice seamless blend, lots of back and forth here. Then on top of this, I go in with the Rituel de Fille Celestial Eye Soot. This is in Eye Sphere. This is in Apis, I believe is how you pronounce it. Just for a little bit more reflect, shine. I like that sort of wet look. And then I'm going in with Rituel de Fille again. This is the Orb Liner. This is their gel option. I wanted something a little sultry, a little smokier. This is also really rich and black and so easy to use. So I'm using the other end of this Air Perez brush and just lining my lashes from the third part of my eye all the way out, not all the way in. Then I'm going to deepen this up just a touch. This is the deepest shade in the Hynt Beauty Sweet Candy Apple palette, and I wanted to put a touch more drama there on the edge. I was just feeling it. I felt like the outer corner needed a little bit more love, so I used this dense brush and just packed a little bit of on there. And then I go with my blending brush before I go back in with my Han bronzer, and I do just include a little bit of a shadow on my lower lash line here. Super quick and easy. You could skip this step, but I love this step. I think it makes your lashes look fuller. Then I am also going back in with the Living Luminizer. It's New Year's, baby. Shine on. So I am just doing a nice hefty brow bone highlight, which I love on myself personally, and the Living Luminizer is just the perfect shade. I'm also going to take just the end of this brush. I'm basically using two Air Perez brushes here. I love the Air Perez brushes, and I'm using, this is supposed to be a lip brush, but I'm using it to highlight my inner corner. And then also going with that angled brush and the Rituel de Fille Orb, and I thought this look called for some serious drama, so I am lining my eyes in this beautiful dark black, but feel free to use the antonym liner or something if that works best for you. Before I go in with mascara, I do go in with the Plume Lash Curler, give my lashes a good curl, and then follow up with the Plume mascara, which I've been loving so much, especially since that formula has dried out a little bit for me, so I think it makes my lashes look even better. So I take my time and apply quite a few layers of this bad boy. Then to finish things off, Rituel de Fille released a new Enchanted Lip Sheer. This is in the shade Water Violet. It is the most amazing mauve-y, cool-toned pink tone, and I like a really smudged-in sort of look. So I work this into my lips to complete the look. All right, everyone, that is it. This is my completed New Year's Eve, holiday, festive, regular Tuesday at Trader Joe's makeup. I really hope that you all enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to like sit down and really take my time and use a lot more product than I have been using for like the last year or so. So I hope that you all enjoyed this as well. I hope you also enjoyed seeing some of these fantastic new releases in action. If you did, if you would not mind giving the video a big thumbs up, subscribe. I do upload new videos here every single week, and I don't want you guys to miss them. And as always, if there's any other makeup looks that you would love to see me recreate here on the channel, please do not hesitate to send us a message on Instagram, leave me a comment here directly, send an email, whatever is the best means of communication for you. But thank you all so much for watching. If you want to shop any of these products right here, right now, please do make sure to check out the description box down below. It's got everything. And while you're down there, also make sure to check out all of our social media channels. We are also everywhere. But thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the consistent love and support, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.